5 legendary race cars that changed motorsport forever. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a high-octane journey through racing history. These are not just fast cars, they're icons that defined motorsport and left a legacy on and off the track. From Le Mans legends to Formula One titans, these machines changed how we look at speed, engineering, and competition. Buckle up as we explore 5 legendary race cars that truly changed motorsport forever. Let's dive into the legends. Porsche 917. The Porsche 917 is arguably the most iconic endurance race car ever built. Designed for the 24 hours of Le Mans, it became a symbol of German engineering and speed. Introduced in 1969, the 917 featured a 4.5-liter flat 12 engine that would later grow to 4.9 and 5.0 liters. It produced over 600 horsepower and could reach speeds well over 220 miles per hour. The 917 had a notoriously unstable early design, but Porsche quickly corrected it, with the long-tail and short-tail variants. The most famous moment came in 1970, when the 917 finally won Le Mans, ending years of near misses for Porsche. In 1971, it repeated the feat, solidifying its place in motorsport history. The 917 wasn't just fast, it was revolutionary in aerodynamics and lightweight materials. Its tubular space frame was made of magnesium, both strong and ultralight. Steve McQueen made the car even more famous in the film Le Mans. The 917/30 variant was so dominant in Can-Am racing that it essentially killed the series. With nearly 1,600 horsepower in its final turbocharged form, it was among the most powerful race cars ever. Drivers called it terrifying, but they respected it. The sound of its engine at full throttle is still considered one of the best in motorsport. It was a car that required serious skill and a bit of bravery. Only a few were ever built, making it highly collectible today. Porsche used its success with the 917 to evolve into the racing powerhouse it remains today. The car changed how teams approached endurance racing. It proved that speed and reliability could exist together. And for Porsche fans, the 917 is not just a car. It's the ultimate racing legend. Ford GT40. The Ford GT40 is one of the most celebrated American race cars of all time. Built to defeat Ferrari at Le Mans, it did just that, spectacularly. The story started in the early 1960s, when Ford tried to buy Ferrari and was rejected. In response, Ford launched its own racing program, leading to the creation of the GT40. It was named for its 40-inch height, designed low and aggressive for top speed and cornering. After early failures, the GT40 evolved and finally dominated Le Mans in 1966. That year, it took first, second, and third, a historic 1-2-3 finish that crushed Ferrari. It repeated this performance for 4 straight years, from 1966 to 1969. Underneath was a powerful V8 engine, with later models like the Mark II pushing over 450 horsepower. It became a symbol of American determination and technical achievement. The GT40's body was designed for maximum downforce and stability at high speeds. It was also surprisingly reliable, built to last 24 hours of brutal racing. The car's performance at Le Mans reshaped endurance racing strategy. It was one of the first American cars to beat the Europeans on their own turf. Today, the GT40 is a cultural icon, featured in films like Ford v Ferrari. It's also one of the most valuable classic race cars, with original models selling for millions. The sound of the V8 roaring down the Mulsanne Straight is unforgettable. Every piece of its design served a purpose, from the long tail to the massive vents. It was raw, powerful, and beautiful. The GT40 didn't just win races. It started a legacy that lives on in the modern Ford GT. It proved that passion, funding, and engineering could rewrite history. It's the definition of a racing legend. Ferrari 250 GTO. The Ferrari 250 GTO is considered by many to be the most beautiful race car ever made. Built between 1962 and 1964, it was designed to compete in GT-class racing. Its 3.0-liter V12 engine produced around 300 horsepower, but its lightweight design made it incredibly fast. Ferrari only built 36 units, making it one of the rarest and most valuable cars in the world. The GTO stood for Gran Turismo Omologato, homologated for racing, but with street legality. It won the FIA GT World Championship 3 years in a row: 1962, 1963, and 1964. Despite competing against more powerful cars, the GTO often came out on top thanks to its balance and handling. It had near-perfect weight distribution and advanced aerodynamics for its time. The engine's smooth delivery and signature Ferrari sound made it a joy for drivers. Many famous racers, including Phil Hill and Sterling Moss, piloted the GTO. On the track, it was dominant, but it also became a status symbol off the track. The car could be driven to the race, compete, and be driven home. A rare quality. Over time, the GTO's value skyrocketed, with some examples selling for over $70 million. But beyond its price, it's revered for its engineering and design. The long hood, short rear, and classic grille give it timeless beauty. Even today, it looks elegant and purposeful, like it was sculpted by the wind. The 250 GTO marked the end of an era before racing became more corporate and less romantic. It represents peak 1960s motorsport: danger, style, and skill. Its combination of rarity, performance, and heritage make it the holy grail for collectors. The 250 GTO isn't just a Ferrari, it's the Ferrari. McLaren MP44. The McLaren MP44 is one of the most dominant Formula One cars ever created. Raced in the 1988 F1 season, it won 15 out of 16 races. Designed by Steve Nichols and engineered by Gordon Murray, the MP44 was built around a Honda Turbo V6. It produced around 675 horsepower in race trim, more than enough in a car that weighed under 1,200 pounds. The car was incredibly low and sleek, with an ultra-flat profile that enhanced aerodynamics. Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost drove the MP44 in one of the most legendary teammate rivalries in F1 history. Senna won his first world championship that year with this car. It was the last dominant turbo F1 car before the engine regulations changed. The car's balance, traction, and straight-line speed were unmatched in 1988. Honda's power unit delivered brutal acceleration with surprisingly good reliability. The MP44 used advanced electronics and materials that were cutting-edge at the time. It could hit 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in under 3 seconds, blistering for a car of its day. The team's attention to detail and precision engineering were years ahead of rivals. Even in qualifying, the car regularly outpaced competitors by over a second per lap. The MP44 became a symbol of perfection in racing design. Its red and white Marlboro livery became instantly recognizable around the world. Only one race was lost that year, a testament to its dominance. Today, it is celebrated as a high point in McLaren and Honda history. It set a standard for excellence in modern Formula One. Fans still talk about the sound of its turbocharged engine and the skill it took to control it. The MP44 wasn't just fast, it was historic. Audi Quattro S1 Group B Rally. The Audi Quattro S1 is a rally monster born from the legendary Group B era. Introduced in the early 1980s, it revolutionized rallying with its use of all-wheel drive. Before the Quattro, rally cars were mostly rear-wheel or front-wheel drive. Audi's decision to go AWD gave them a huge traction advantage, especially on loose surfaces. The Quattro S1 came with a turbocharged 2.1-liter 5-cylinder engine producing over 500 horsepower. Its power-to-weight ratio and grip made it nearly unbeatable on tight, technical stages. The S1 was extremely fast, going from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 3 seconds on dirt. Its massive aero kit and extended bodywork gave it a wild, aggressive look. Flames often shot from the exhaust, and the sound was pure rally chaos. Drivers like Walter Röhrl tamed this beast on snow, gravel, and tarmac alike. The car's brutal speed, combined with dangerous Group B conditions, created unforgettable moments. Fans would stand inches from the road to watch it roar by at insane speeds. The S1 helped Audi dominate the World Rally Championship in the early 1980s. Its technology pushed rallying into a new era, one focused on power and innovation. But Group B was eventually banned in 1986 due to safety concerns. Still, the Quattro S1 remains the face of that fearless era. It inspired generations of rally drivers and engineers. Modern rally cars still follow the AWD path Audi pioneered. Even today, its design looks futuristic and menacing. The Quattro S1 wasn't just a car, it was a legend of the wildest racing series in history.